halfway point of Spring Training 2023 as the Pirates get ready to host the Atlanta Braves.
And so as long as he's hitting pretty well, I mean, he's got such a high...
Up from Northport, and he'll be leading things off. Michael Harris facing Mitch Keller.
You see Mitch's numbers last season, that good command of his breaking pitches.
There's Jack Sawinski. All but one game. He's flanked by Andrew McCutchen and Brian Reynolds. Could be your... Speaking of offense, at 297, 19. The other for Michael Harris, 1-0.
And he shows us a little bit here with the opposite field home run. The wind is blowing out. Should be another difficult day for the outfielders. You got the wind and you have...
Ball. He guns it over to Choi.
Good.
Here is Sam Hill, traded over in November. Well, Keller doesn't let that home run affect him at all. Going to lead things off. That's all you got to do. Montana has 3 hits, including a home run in his first spring with the Pirates. G-Man.
There you see what he did last year. 145 strikes. Probably over the last 40 years, you'd have to say, is that...
That's grounded to Yomar Sanchez.
Doesn't look like he's going to hurt their reputation at all. Big swing there. Or just day in, day out. What do you think? Glavin-like?
Yeah, it's a good comparison.
That territory, but that was a nice change up and being in a Brave uniform.
Later, April the 7th. And Jared Schuster enjoys a Pirates pitcher coming up. He's got the Spencer Strider stash.
Please. Like this boy right here. I've been watching him. He's all those veteran players who taught me how to play the... You know, the first thing that Willie told me when I got to...
Basically hit a home run, showed me failure right away.
It was a lesson. He was just trying to teach you.
It was up to you to come down instructionally to get a little extra.
Diving attempt by Sawinski. Third.
To get a few extra innings.
Well, I know that Dr. Phelan, if you remember, falls off. Because we... Look at that.
Oh, foul ball.
Got on the airplane, flew back to Pittsburgh. He looked at me and said, I'm going to operate on you tomorrow. But I had
knee problems were your problem.
Yeah. You get more than one surgery, right? On the knees, Donnie.
Odd years.
Yeah.
Ball that you couldn't lean up against?
Or the
off his glove.
What is it? The fossils.
It was like running on the
sponge
on a mattress.
Right.
I should have let that one go.
Yes.
Turns that into a double play, and a nice play by Jared Triolo.
Just let the ball go.
Especially when we were...
Yeah, but yeah.
You know, so why not? Can't they be blamed for that?
Blame.
And I had some calls. I want to see my kids.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen my kids play. I hadn't seen them do anything. So then I said, I'm not going to do that.
Do you have time to stick around for another?
Sure, yeah,
all right.
Sure.
Managing, because you have to spend so much time with you. I knew how you're...
Right. Played for some good guys.
The great man.
Chuck Tanner. If it wasn't for Chuck Tanner, I would have never been in the big leagues. Play club. I just come off elbow surgery. And I just came from Puerto Rico, where I ended in year 2.
Adrianza.
They haven't all been easy this spring.
So anyway, then I started pitching in the 7th inning. Then Larry, I said, well, there's no chance I'll make the team now for all the guys we got in line. Until you get 4 years in the big leagues. It's like,
how much time that's a tease in the business. Donnie going to continue the story. 2-0 Braves.
188 lifetime off me.
No kidding.
Something like 9.
I look to see who was behind the plate before I might have.
Right.
How I'm going to have to pitch.
I would go on the West Coast and figure out which staff is going to be at our game.
Lesson, the Chuck Tanner lesson. And how important.
Well, I tell you what, the Ferguson hit it, and it dropped. 2-run me by my back of my suit jacket. Sit down. Players up. And I went, what? So I think you try showing my players up. Chuck, I don't know what you're talking. I go back there and sit down. I missed my start, so I don't pitch for like 10 days. He brings me in the game. I end up going all the rest 8 2/3. We come back and win the game 10.
With Donnie when we come back.
Tell you what, with Skip, I went in and I learned so much about how to manage an hour after the game just sitting in his office.
And
to you make jokes.
Yep.
But he'd make a joke to let you. He'd do it in a joking manner.
Oh yeah, it was always. But there would be. You knew exactly where you stood with him 100% of the time. Now for the Hall of Fame voters. Yeah.
Because he was such a good manager and such a good person. And
last guy in the bullpen. But he goes, get up, Tanda.
Hey, Donnie, unbelievable. We're Pirates pitcher joining us as the Pirates trail the Braves 2-0. Rav, fourth inning, presented by your.
After you've had major knee surgery. I mean, all kinds. And, of course, he was on the. A lot of those keep things together. There's so much.
Over. Luplo is retired. 2 outs. Pirates.com/great taste.
Kind of a funny story about what happened.
And we'll continue. The strikeout number 4 for. Wow, that was one of the great bat tosses we.
Yeah, it was just foul, or it would have been a double.
Just mowing him down, perfect through his 3 innings. With not much offense going. Third spring game for Schuster, and he gets Cruz. Brings up Brian Reynolds. A.J. Burnett returns, throws out the ceremonial first pitch to former Pirates catcher Russell Martin.
So one that day, Larry McWilliams and I. Oh, that's over everything. About the old days, that's in the boys' club. That's what he wasn't going to be able to get out. Well, all the way back to the front office doors and come in that way. The knees. And we didn't know this. He's clicking along the pavement, having to go all the way back to the front office.
2-1 pitching change. The righty reliever, Kirby Yates.
Let's see. Yates' appearances last season, just 7 innings of work.
And Yates gets the final out. Crows looked okay, but he won.
Throwing about 95 at time. That went from being a foul ball to a fair ball.
Yolmer Sanchez grounded out for the second out. At Pirates.com/Cove. Good block there from Hedges. Kevin Plar has twice flied out to center.
Good, couldn't get it. We got the swing.
Crow pitches a scoreless and up.
It's definitely tough, but it gets you ready for the season.
Brian, thank you.
Thanks.
All right, Greg.
Talked about going to a heavier bat. Started using that yesterday, and there's a line drive. Leadoff single against Kirby Yates. Ji-Man Choi with a base hit to right. And Connor Joe pinch right.
He might have been looking for something a little off speed.
Runner takes off. Connor Joe with a stolen yesterday. The Pirates going to start following
the fact
throwovers, right? Or the fewer throwovers.
The chance, more important than ever. You can get that ball into the catch.
This spring in 11 attempts. It's cast.
Awfully tough to stop somebody with even decent speed from taking an extra.
Now Jack Sawinski and taking off for third and sneaks in there. Facet of his game.
I love it when someone can show.
I believe Sawinski. And Sawinski drives one out of here and gives the Pirates the lead.
Because Reynolds hit his, but it was a line drive, so any time to work on that ball.
Hedges pops this one.
Automatic.
Shortstop Grissom. Hedges 0 for 2. 2 outs. A home run from Sawinski gives the in the Pittsburgh area. Here's the final out. Base Lewinsky dinger, 3-2. All right, Robbie, thanks. Who knows when he'll pitch again. The free agent that was signed by the Pirates now. They know they have to perform. They've got opportunities. To Connor, Joe gets the out.
Because now the situation's totally different. Did that have any effect on what happened out there? Because I don't know if he was choking up the entire at bat. I didn't look, that sort of thing. Got everything there. Little outdoor plaza. They're upping their game this afternoon.
Come on.
They're getting ready for opening day.
Popped up and caught by the catcher Hedges, so Luplow is retired for the second out.
The roof of where we're sitting, moving the ball.
Throughout these telecasts, you see some historic shot.
Calendar on the wall with an old shot, aerial shot, like a big park.
They're going to drop one between the outfielders and going to score a couple of plate, but it's a 2-run double for Adrianza. His second. Johan Ramirez replaces right side of Ryan Castillo. Atlanta brings Adrianza home. Last summer. Hits one out. A 2-run homer for Hudson. In his first spring with the break. And for Ramirez, 3 batters faced, 3 hits on the Mariners roster. They had taken him. And so Ramirez has not. We see Pirates have. He's also a season ticket holder and volunteers here. And he went. Score 5 times. The top of the 6th, presented by Chick-fil-A, provides member-only benefits for kids 14 and young. Probably his last at bat. Faces former Pirate Jesse Chavez. And there's a whack it.
Exit velo. 110
in. Bay came on there and having trouble as Cruz gets in there.
That was why I thought, Greg. I thought Cruz not sliding caught. Plus, a lot of times you go in standing up like that.
Canaan Smith and Jigba his first. Now Tucupita Marcano is going to pinch run. Not sure why they're waiting to see if Marcano would pinch run. That's a nifty double play.
Wow, I'll say started.
Fires to short, on to first, DP. Toward the wall. Oh, Cal Mitchell was turned around.
That's one of the things that happen down here. Guys get turned around and
chopped towards short. Oh, nice aid as Ji-Hwan Bae took over at short. Connor Joe down on.
And that's why the umpire's saying you can't do that. What all the discussion was about, you saw it there. Until the hitter looks at you before you can do anything. At the pitcher before the clock hits 8 all time.
Of the 7th inning, 7-3 Atlanta at Lecom. Ethan Workinger, 3rd outing for De Los Santos.
What did Robbie say?
9th season at State College of Florida, the former. And bounce towards second, and Marcano.
Tough one to turn there.
from the Dominican Republic. The runner picked off.
1 out steals. Now, a lot of times that spin move will come from the bench. They knew that spring training they're really running. Same thing with they like that spin move. Be careful.
Head to the bottom of the 8th.
Netherlands and their loss to Chinese Taipei as well. So it's going to be a lot of participants.
He's in camp as a non-roster invitee. So Travis Swaggerty's first at bat. A couple of home runs.
Interesting to see what they decide.
Make the most of his opportunities. Out to center.
It's one of those at bat playing, whether it's pitching, defense, or at the plate. That was. They're impressed by the AB.
Their feelings toward the rules. Baseman is over. And it's the left fielder Cody Milligan. Through 8, 7-3 Braves. Pete Toma.
Approved by the Braves and the Pirates.
Yeah. Strikeout.
Hey, not real tall.
Cody Milligan with his first at bat. Going the other. And Smith and Jigba going to have to have a strong throw, but run will score, and Heineman on the other side. Quintero scores on the base hit by Forrest Wall. Boston dealt him to Atlanta. Anyway. No. And Hoy Park, single into right. The reliever will be back. 10-3 Atlanta in the 9th. In Bradenton, Florida. 55 seasons now. Player and manager, Hall of Famer Bill McKechnie for a number of years. Fly out as Cameron.
Years ago where we were a little nervous about staying here.
And thank goodness, no disrespect to any other town. This is. Scoots past Heineman. Hoy Park. 2-2. And Cal Mitchell this spring.
Probably should have caught that one the whole time. Go for the ball. It was like he had it measured.
Connor Joe puts it away. Lee City.
We had somebody out of Kutztown for a while, pitcher. That's not as close as I guessed.
Get bat now is ratcheted up a bit for playing training. Same is true with a guy like King Park on April the 7th. It'll be the second out, as Bob says, and we'll be calling on you. It's going to be a fluid situation. First at bat today. Minor leaguer. That will do it.
Good. There was a ball that he actually messed up. The game was a good one. It's just when.
We'll look for you again on Tuesday when the Pirates host the Orioles right here at Lecom Park.